There is a standard. Our logo, our strapline at You and Your Cash is because standards matter. We're up against the Bar of London. The bar is synonymous with hitting a mark or reaching a standard. And if you can't reach the standard, they won't let you through the bar. They won't let you through. Do you think anyone can just turn up and say, yeah, I'm a sovereign? No, they're not going to let people through. That's one of the reasons why the truth movement is splitting aside. Because people that are seeking to attain the standards required of a sovereign, I don't want those people to be tarred with the same bloody brush as all these other morons running around out there who are just goofing off playing kids. They're just being kids playing at it. They're not serious about it. And you can tell that by their conduct and the way they behave. So you're either serious about it or you're not. And if you're not, that's fine. Just accept who and what you are and what level you want to be at. But ultimately, what you'll see is taking place right now, you're witnessing it in real time, is that the truth movement is separated. You've got a separation going on. You've got a whole bunch of effectively charlatans, as I call them, who are banding about the biggest load of baloney ever. And I'm slowly going to be calling out and addressing every single piece of crap that's being propagated out there, whether directly or indirectly. By presenting all the rules and case law and stuff like that, I'm showing them that this is how it should be done. If you want to let people rip you off, well then really you do have the choice to be ripped off. That's your choice. Because what we want to do is we want to prepare people for taking the higher stance, the higher moral ground, because that's what it's all about. You've got to have morals in this. There's no point saying, I'm in the truth movement, but I'm going to lie and cheat while I'm in the truth movement. Because how can you be part of a truth movement? I thought the whole point of the truth movement was to get away from the corruption, the lies and the cheating that was going on in the mainstream. And people are beginning to be filtered out into one side or the other. And I can tell you, there will be two sides. There will be the bunch of shysters, a bunch of people that are just there for whatever nefarious reasons they are there for, whether it be ego, fame, they want notoriety, they want to be seen to be the big cheese, but in actual fact, they don't know jack about what they're actually talking about. And then there will be the others who are serious researchers who have made sacrifices in order to dig down and find the gold nuggets of information, piece it all together, because it is a kind of treasure hunt stroke jigsaw, put it all together and then figure our way out. Because this is a test. You are actually being tested, not only by the system, but you're being tested on multiple levels, and that's why you're here. And you elected to come do this. You elected to put everything on the line in order to come and be tested and be challenged. I don't care, even if we were facing annihilation, there are a number of parties out there that you will never catch me attempting to even trust or work with. Never going to happen. I'm soon going to be presenting a video and I'll be naming them, because ultimately there's a whole side to the truth movement. In fact, I was having a shower this morning and I was actually thinking maybe we should call it the morality movement as opposed to the truth movement, because the truth movement has become completely corrupted. I'm sorry, when you look at these parties, what are we dealing with here? When some of the things that these people are doing is just absolutely outrageous. How can you have a truth movement when you've effectively got rip-off merchants operating in and through and around and associated with the truth movement? Why are they here? For what purpose are they here? There is a reason why they're there, and maybe it's just yet another test within the test. But the fact is, we have to make a clear distinction, because it's not fair. There are people out there arguing with me as to why I'm calling out charlatans. If I'm a bad guy for calling out charlatans because they're ripping people off, and I'm now being divisive, well then the whole truth movement is being divisive. Everyone in the truth movement is being divisive to society, because we're calling out corrupt bankers, corrupt politicians, corrupt corporations. We shouldn't do it. We should let them get on with it. Why? Well, because you're being divisive. You're being divisive if you call them out. So who are these people calling me out? Well, funnily enough, it's the people who are actually doing all the shit stuff, who are ripping people off, and they're calling me out for being divisive because I'm calling them out. There has to be integrity in the movement. Otherwise, what is the point of a truth movement? There is no point to it at all. You have to aspire to something. And you're either going to aspire to wanting to be as good as you can be, or what's the other alternative? That you don't give a shit and you're just going to aspire to what? Amassing as much money as you can? Really? Is that what it's about? As much fame or notoriety, regardless of whether what you're saying is valid or makes any sense or is accurate? Because some of these people, I can tell you, they clearly do not give two hoots about coming out with accurate information. They just want the fame. And the funny thing is, they're getting it. What amazes me is that they're actually getting it. They're getting the fame that they want in complete baloney.